Welcome to another video where I show off all the amazing things that I found at my local second-hand charity shops recently. As per usual, I have some wonderful vintage bits to show you. I am an avid collector of vintage fashion and also pick up anything else that I find even vaguely interesting when I'm out and about searching for it. This month I haven't found too much, which is why it's been a little while since I made one of these videos. That's kind of how it goes when you're looking for secondhand stuff. You're not always going to find a million things that you love, and it's been one of those months where I've only found a few things. I have been going out looking, but there just hasn't been much that's tickled my pickle, if you know what I mean. But having said that, what I have found is quite good quality, so I'm very much looking forward to showing it all off to you. And I always like to think that if you haven't found a whole lot one month, that means the next month you're going to find the most amazing thing. So we will stay positive, and in the meantime enjoy the lovely bits I have got. So let's get started looking at some lovely vintage dresses. First up, we have got a very beautiful but slightly curious dress, and it is this beautiful ball gown, which of course is exactly what I need in my wardrobe when we've all got to stay at home and not go anywhere. Everybody needs a ball gown to work from home in. That's what I say. This dress is made of the most beautiful fabric I think I have in my wardrobe. This is an antique Chinese silk and it is super heavy, but the fabric is so soft. It is literally the best fabric. I wish you could all feel it. It's amazing. It's this deep royal blue with all like butterflies and flowers sort of brought through in the weave. It's stunning, it feels amazing, it drapes amazingly, it's beautiful. I have some theories about this dress. My theory is that it started life in the 1930s and then has been remodelled for various women to meet newer fashions. You didn't get strapless dresses in the 1930s, that was later. So I believe that somebody has taken a 1930s gown and then cut it down to make it more fashionable and strapless. The skirt itself is all bias cut and is all finished very well, with the exception of where someone has shortened the train at some point. But this is all bias with all the volume coming from below the hips. The bodice, if you look inside, you could probably make out on camera that there's a lot going on in there. It has got, I think, 2 different types of boning have been put in at some point. There's like 3 different colours of stitching. There's additional darts to make it smaller for someone. There's all sorts going on in there. None of it's been finished, so I'm certain that at some point it's been sort of cut and restitched. So yeah. I like to romanticise it and think that the original woman had this made for her to go to some amazing court ball in the 1930s, then her daughter in the 1950s with a debutante or something and needed to wear a beautiful dress, so cut up her mother's old one to make this, and then later maybe even the granddaughter of the original woman refitted it for them. Something like that. Let's be romantic. But if you're a dress historian or just, you know, a budding lover of vintage fashion, you'll have to let me know your thoughts on this one if you do think it's as old as 30s and remodelled or a bit newer. But all I can tell you is this fabric is amazing. I have no idea when I'm going to wear it. It is probably going to hang in my wardrobe for absolutely ages. But it was only £10, so I had to have it. It was £10 from my local Mind charity shop, which if you've seen any of these other videos, you know I buy tons from there. But it's just so pretty and it was so cheap that I had to have it, even if it does unfortunately just kind of hang in my wardrobe for a while. But I do just wish you could feel the fabric. It is beautiful. Next up is another curious dress, but this one is more just personally baffling to me. I don't understand. There is a lot of different fastenings going on here, so you'll have to let me know if I'm being an idiot or if this dress is as baffling as I find it. But it is this really lovely coloured 1970s dress with sort of lovely flowing crepe sort of skirt and sleeves, etc. But then really tight little silk covered buttons everywhere. So it's got slightly like balloon sleeves. and it's got some like floral detailing on the sleeves, etc., and a little like pussy bow neckline. Very like Aussie Clark inspired, but it is actually made by Valestra, who I looked up, and they're the same people that make the like silk scarves. So they were an Italian brand, I believe. But I didn't know that they made clothes, but here we are. And this one was £12 from Emmaus, who again are a charity shop near me. And they've only just reopened, so I'm very happy that they are back up and running. Now, why I find this dress so baffling is there's just so many different fastenings. So what we have down the front is like lots of little buttons, which by themselves take ages to do up. There's then poppers to attach the top to the skirt with like a weird internal peplum. Then there's a zip on the side, and there's also a bunch of hook and eyes like hidden around. So it's just a bit of a faff to get in and out of. So I do really like the colour, and I think the colour really suits me, but just getting in and out of it, it's just a bit of a minefield because there's just so many different fastenings and it all just ends up sitting a bit strange. I'm not really sure why they've done it like that. You'd have thought having all the buttons and poppers would be so that they didn't have to have a zip on show, but they've still got this massive zip on the side, which if anything is more visible than if they'd have just done a zip all the way down the side. So I'm not really sure what they were thinking with all the different things going on. But you'll have to let me know if you think I'm being stupid and I'm like wearing it wrong or something. But yeah, it's just a bit, there's just too much. I'm too lazy for this kind of thing. I don't leave my house anymore. I'm normally in pyjamas. I can't be dealing with this many different fastenings. So I do really like it, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to wear it just because it feels like a bit of a hassle. But you have to let me know what you think. If it looks amazing, then obviously I'll keep it. Like I say, I do really like the colour, and I do really like this 1970s thing where they had really kind of like Grecian draped fabric, but also sort of tight detailing. It's very pretty. Then the last dress that I bought this month was a vintage Laura Ashley, who I buy vintage Laura Ashley all the time because I do really like it, but it just never really seems to fit me very well. I've bought endless dresses from them and they're always like too narrow. But this one I actually think fits, and it's a really interesting print which I've not really seen any other Laura Ashleys like this. In place of their normal florals, it's like this, I want to say clowny pastel print with sort of pastel stripes with little diamonds all in it, with the big 1980s puff sleeves and the big skirt. I think it looks really pretty. I actually like it a lot more than I was expecting to. When I tried it on, I thought, yeah, that looks quite nice. It's really comfortable, obviously, because it's cotton and it's just basically a big tent. So I've actually worn it quite a bit already, and I actually really like it. It is a bit different to any of the other Laura Ashleys that have managed to fit me in the past. So I think I'm going to wear it quite a lot from now on. It's a really good summer dress, and it also like put a jacket over it, and it looks very. I always like the aesthetic of like, if you imagine Laura Ashley dresses and barber coats, you know, like unnecessarily feminine dresses to be wearing out in the moors with like a big rugged coat over the top. If you understand what I'm saying, then you'll know. But there we go. Yeah, that one I actually think fits quite well, and that is because it is a size 14. So in modern clothing I'm on like an 8-10. So that shows you how small vintage Laura Ashley can come up. But it's still got its belt. I really like it. It's really comfortable. That's a winner. This one was £12.50 from Emmaus, so I got it at the same time as that kind of orangey one. But I think this one's probably going to get a lot more wear because it's just a nice, easy dress to wear. So now we're moving on to something which I don't normally buy very much from charity shops, just because I can never find my size in good condition, the ones that I want. I'm like a UK 5'6" foot, which I think is the most common size. So you don't normally see nice shoes secondhand or like in sales or anywhere. They're always sold out of my size. But this month happened to just randomly find 2 pairs of shoes, basically brand new in charity shops in my size. So I got them naturally. Starting off, I got some Dr. Martens, but some chunky heeled ones. These were from Emmaus again, and these were £30, and they were basically completely unworn. So if you can see, the sole was literally like nothing on them. These were £30, which is more than I'd normally spend in a charity shop, but if you've ever bought Dr. Martens, you know they start off very expensive and then last forever. So £30 is not that much. They were basically completely unworn. I've already worn them once and I'm a clumsy walker, so I've already scuffed them up a bit, naturally. But they're just good, solid, chunky boots. And I quite liked the colour. I've always wanted black ones with the heels, but I quite like this brand because I feel like it's quite autumnal. And it's definitely autumnal here now. There's lots of fallen leaves and things going on. And a good pair of brown boots. It's got that autumn vibe. The next pair of shoes I bought were these. Again, no idea when I'm going to wear these because I can assure you I've not worn heels in a very long time. But these are just so pretty. They give me kind of like 1970s or 1930s vibes, like Terry de Havilland or something, you know, a bit of glam rock. But these, again, are like brand new. They've still got their label on the bottom. These were originally £56 from Topshop, and I bought them for £5 from Cancer Research, which I think is a much better deal. They've got these super pretty, sparkly, starry heels and platform, and it's all like velvet with a super padded sole. They're really comfortable. Literally no idea when I'll be able to wear them. Doesn't look like we're going to be going anywhere until like next Christmas that you can wear sparkly heels to. But they're just really pretty, and £5 is like nothing really for shoes. So I grabbed those. I think they're very pretty and they're very comfortable. What can I say? Well, that was it. That is everything that I've bought this month. Like I say, not the biggest secondhand haul I've ever had, but I just didn't see that much. Hopefully that means that going into this month I will find so much stuff. I'll be back doing another one of these videos every single week with a million beautiful vintage things to show you, but probably not. But whenever I have gathered up enough little goodies to show you, I will be back with another one of these videos because I just like to brag about the things that I found. In the meantime, do let me know down below if there's anything that you think looked terrible on me, or if there's anything that you really like and you're a bit jealous of. So, I hope you will join me when I am back for another one of these videos. In the meantime, I hope you have an amazing week or month or however long it takes me, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye everyone!